Since I last brought you the Lordstown Motors DOJ investigation confirmation video here, the stock has been selling off hard. The stock is down from around $9 to around $6 a share. Over this time, that's about $3 change. Reports are saying that Workhorse, an early investor in this stock, has been selling its stake since early July. If this is correct, Workhorse really lost more than $50 million on the sales of stock, then that hurts. However, there seems to be good news on the horizon as Lordstown Motors will receive a cash injection in the form of issuing new equity. The reports are saying that this equity fund will be purchasing $400 million in new equity. All this comes before the struggling pre-revenue electric vehicle manufacturer reported earnings on Wednesday night. I'm Jonathan. I bring you the marketing context through the lens of believability so you can save time, you can trade and invest your way, and you can make money. The market has reacted very positively to the news from Lordstown Motors' earnings report that took place last night. The main reason is simply because they announced limited production will be starting in late September. Do me a favor and leave it in the comments down below on what day do you think Lordstown Motors will deliver their first vehicle. That's right, the new leadership at Lordstown has ensured that production will actually begin and will begin in this upcoming month. Some more details on the earnings report. The loss incurred by Lordstown was larger than expected, but as previously stated, the market was fine with that because production is starting. A couple points on the plant, which of course are necessary for production. The plant has been fully retooled and is ready to go. The battery line has been fully installed and is commissioned, so that's also ready to go. What is still being worked on is the hub motor line. This means in order to get those hub motors installed quickly and correctly, they need to get this line finished up as soon as possible. Once this line is finished up, they'll be able to ramp up production. That's the takeaway. Yorkville Advisors has agreed to purchase $400 million in new equity over the coming 3 years. That's right, this cash will be coming into Lordstown Motors, but over 3 years. A couple points there. Lordstown really needs this cash, so it's very good that they now have this option. Today's Lordstown investors will receive the negative effects of this because their stock will be diluted because this is new equity. In order to have new cash, you have to issue new equity. So it is a good thing to keep Lordstown alive, keep them riding, but the equity will dilute the current shareholders. One further point, there will also be a gift of around 400,000 shares of stock. This will further dilute today's shareholder equity percentages, but will of course entice Yorkville Advisors to enter this deal. Workhorse, an early investor in Lordstown Motors, has been selling off their stake. They've sold almost 70% of their equity stake in Lordstown Motors since the beginning of July. That's what reports are saying. They've also sold this at a huge loss. They've incurred over $50 million in losses on the stock that they've sold. So potentially they could incur a lot more losses if they cut their stake to zero. This is a lot of pain for Workhorse investors, and their stock has also suffered from it. However, a lot of the reason for this sell-off and ride may be attributable to the continuous selling. Almost 12 million Lordstown Motors shares have been sold by Workhorse since the start of July. That is a huge portion of the company. It is important to remember that a lot of this selling may be attributable to Workhorse. If you're enjoying the content or receiving value from it, please help out the channel by smashing the like button now. Referencing back to our view on the stock, we can see here that over the last 3 weeks, the stock is down $3 per share. If we take an even longer term look at the stock, we can see that Lordstown Motors has almost halved since the beginning of July. In this time period when we believe that Workhorse has been selling its stock, this leads me to believe that one of the major catalysts for this sell-off has been Workhorse selling the stock. It seems if we look at the average sale price of the stock that Workhorse sold being under $7 per share, we need to look back at the very end of this chart in order to see where they probably finished selling it all. That leads me to believe that the sale of stock from Workhorse is one of the major catalysts for the recent sell-off. From my perspective, it seems like the bottom is in, but only time will tell. I would like to see it bounce above 6, see it break out above this flat level here before I would make that call. If you're interested in the regulatory developments, you should probably check out this video here, and I'll leave a link in the description down below from Q's view, as he covered the regulatory developments with the crash tests and such in better detail than I probably can. That's all I have for you today. Jonathan out.